Hey, what's going on? Welcome, everybody. All systems are go. Today, we're going to take a look at Super Duck, the Cockeyed Wonder, number 40 from October 1951. Let's see if we can't delve deep into the depths of what is, who is, and how Super Duck became a thing. Just from number 40, we're going to try and figure it all out. This was an Archie publication. Look, it's approved reading, an Archie magazine. It's 1951. They're making an effort already. Look at how they've got approved reading. It says up there. There's no comics code on here. It's a 10 center. The artist and creator here is this guy, Al Fagali. Al Fagali. What's happening? You're getting warmer, Soup. They're supposed to be playing pin the tail on the donkey, and he's telling him to poke this cop with this pin. And the cop's going to get mad, maybe even shoot him or something. The cop is using this thing that used to be called a police phone box. This used to exist in some cities where there used to be these telephones that the police were only allowed to use because the police would need to communicate back with the station. I like the look on his canine face. So what's going on here? This is Super Duck. He's a duck in Lederhosen. Is that Lederhosen? Lederhosen, and then he has one of those mountaineering hats. F. Super Duck Comics, October 1951, Volume 1, Number 40. Close Up Incorporated. Never heard of that. Said it was an Archie publication. This is an Archie comic. You are in demand if you can draw. Super Duck with Buster Noggin and yeah, you want a duck. In It's a Pushover. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about this, and this is a strange, weird thing that's happening here. It's 1951. Donald Duck is probably the top-selling Dell comic in 1951. I mean, Graphic Man could probably attest or tell us more about it, but 51, I'm guessing ducks are really popular, and maybe superheroes are still popular too in 51. At least Superman is. So this guy, Alpha Gailey and Archie Comics, they think that this is a good idea. Maybe it was. Maybe it went for, I don't know, I gotta look at it. Did this go for, were there 39 issues before this? I don't know, man. The cockeyed wonder. Okay, for one thing, we're gonna get into this. I don't see any superpowers being used inside here. All that's happening in here is there's Super Duck himself, who is a dork in Lederhosen with that goofy hat with a feather, and this girl duck named You Want a Duck, which is suggestive, and she has a son or a nephew. His name is Buster Noggin. That's interesting. Buster Noggin is like a Baby Huey ripoff, and that's the whole thing. That's it. I just told you, and it's not even close to being as good as Donald Duck or anything, maybe even anything good. It's not like as good as Donald Duck. It's not as good as Baby Huey. It's something entirely. There's no superpowers being used. The art is not that great. Maybe you're a big fan of Super Duck. Maybe you're a person out there watching this. You're like, oh my gosh, finally. Maybe you hit the YouTube search and you're like, finally, somebody's gonna make a video about my favorite comic of all time, Super Duck, and they're gonna extol the virtues and quality of this incredible comic, Super Duck. It's not working out that way. Now I haven't reread this. I'm just talking off the top of my head, and I did read this when I first got it, and this was during that same period. Well, same period where I was just trying stuff out, and this is an inexpensive book. So if you are interested in this stuff, I mean, take a look at it. It's not terrible. It's not awful. I do have another issue or two of Super Duck. I bought more just to make sure that it wasn't as good as Carl Barks but it was an obvious Karl Barks ripoff, which makes it interesting enough. So I do have a couple of them, 2 or 3 or more, less than 5. But the reason why I have them is because they're inexpensive. But this was not a comic that when I bought those issues, I was like, this isn't like Joe Palooka or Four Color or Daredevil. These are comics from the 40s and 50s that I discovered doing this that are fairly inexpensive to collect, and I discovered that I liked those titles, so I bought them. That didn't happen with Super Duck. I wasn't like, oh my God, how could I not have known about Super Duck? No. Maybe one of the best things about Super Duck is this ad for Raisin Bran for this incredible prize that you would get inside. Can you believe that? How you, inside of a box of cereal, you would get a little jet. Look at them. Look at them. So I've seen these before. They're solid color. They don't look like they look here. They don't have any decals or paint on them. And they're pretty tiny. They're like 2 inches long, about 3 inches long, maybe about that big. But I've seen these for sale before. Like the whole set. And the cars too that were coming out right around the same time. There were other Kellogg's company. They were putting out little cars that were inside of cereal boxes as well. Don't stick your neck out. Can you see the formula? I mean, look, it's just the same thing. It's him having to put up with this kid and her doing this. Woman-splaining. She's duck-splaining to him. A lot of duck-splaining is happening in here. See, here's more. And then he's yelling at the kid. He's still dressed in this ridiculous outfit, and he still has shown us no superpowers. No superpowers. He's supposed to be a wonder, the cockeyed wonder it said on the cover, right? Are you seeing anything wondrous about any of this? I mean, it looks okay, right? I mean, it's a read. You're going to read it, and you're going to go, okay, this is okay. It's violent. A lot of violence. Wow. A lot of violence. Turtle on duck violence, duck on duck violence, duck on turtle violence. This. Pasta Vazul. I flew over here because I immediately saw this switch from color to black and white. And I was like, what is going on over here? But it's not. It's just this gray. But then it turns out to be racist. We got a fine turtle soup, turtle steak, and a roast a turtle. Pasta fazool. What's the matter for you? I'm a turtle. What? I'm a turtle? He's not a turtle. Sorry, no gotta hamburgers, no gotta hot dogs. This is what, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something made sense here, but why is he saying he's a turtle? What? I'm a turtle. It was all Buster's fault, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing about a turtle here. Why does he... The fuck? Pardon my French, I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't even want to try and figure that out, because it's not even worth it. This is kind of cool. What is this about? Coming events cast their shadows? Why don't you come up and read me sometime? What the hell? It's a Jughead. That is a very strange Jughead ad. God, more Super Duck. It's just Super Duck after Super Duck in here. Here today, Gone Manana. All right, I like that title. That's clever. He's at a psychiatrist's office. Well, Duck, unless you get a change of scenery, you're going to jump your trolley. What you need is to get away for a while. Go on a long journey someplace. If you don't get a change of scenery, the men in the white coats will get you. Wow. Do you think this is for kids, you guys? You think Super Duck? It's an Archie comic. But it hasn't really looked like a kid comic. It's trying to be Donald Duck, but ooh, this is cool. Some of the best panels we've seen so far. Um, okay, I like this. What's happening here? This looks interesting and exciting. Maybe it'll be funny. I like the panel work. Maybe this was this. It could be this was the first Super Duck that I bought, and this story in here. I looked at this and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty good. Maybe there'll be some more like that." So I took a chance. Cubby. Okay. Red Holmdale. Cubby the Bear. Lover, come back to me. This looks like your slice of pie. This center looks pretty good. Staples look good. Yeah, this is in a really good shape. 1951. This comics, we didn't talk about that yet. We usually get to that eventually. We're doing it now. This comic is from 1951, and it is shiny and flat. See that? It's in pretty darn good shape. There's some staple Magoo right here. This is like the Flopsy Lopsy Magoola Rula. This is not good. It's not good. But this looks all pretty good, right? Other than that staple goosh. And then here's some smooch. And here's your bike ad. It's Columbia built. Certainly not the artistic quality of a Schwinn ad. Definitely not. You know, Schwinn was not advertising in Super Duck. Schwinn was on the back of Dell Comics. Schwinn was on the back of Donald Duck. On the back of Super Duck, you get Columbia, and these goofy looking punks. Now back to Cubby. Okay. This is cool. I feel like I like the ads more than the comics. This is a song. Archie comics cost but a dime. We all agree that they are fine. Mom and Dad and teachers too say Archie is the book for you. Wow, I hit that on the first take, you guys. Look for this trademark. That's really nice. Okay, so far we've got that one Super Duck story with the rockets. We have this Archie ad. This is worth $4, right? That would have been, I think I probably paid $4, $5 for this. A heck of a spec. Super Duck in the Lederhosen, always in trouble, always having a problem. It always looks like he's having a problem, right? That was a short problem. Wow, what is happening here? The eye doctor is messing him up, and in the end, he's blind. Look, Doc, I was trying to tell you, I was walking down the street when this speck of dust. Well, we missed the whole joke, and we just went straight to the punchline, and it's probably best. If you want to learn how to draw this pig, you just got to copy, and then over here, draw the pig inside of the box. This is cool. This is a house ad, an Archie house ad for Susie. Very nice. 1951. You could pause that if you want and pleasure yourself to it. You creep. Linda wins for Captain Tootsie by Bill Schreiber. This is an ad. This is like the Hostess ad pretending to be a comic, but really it's an ad for Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pops. No, not, yeah, there they are. The Tootsie Pops were fairly new at this point, so these Tootsie Rolls were the main sellers, as well as these little chunk things, little blocks of dextrose. Movie news. Okay, this isn't for little kids, is it? Hornblower actor is man of multiple talents. Richard Hearn. Actor's son framed. Oh, yes. The framed photographs of Frank Lovejoy's son as a little boy in Warner Brothers' I Was a Communist for the FBI are the real things. Frank loaned the studio pictures of his own son, Stephen, 5, for use in the Commie expose film. I just like to see that word commie capitalized and in print. I appreciate that. I really like that. But I also like this. Archie comics cost but a dime. We all agree that they are fine. Mom and Dad and teachers too say Archie is the book for you. Fauntleroy features Squintley the nearsighted cop, Gladly the cross-eyed bear in Bear It in Mind, also by Al Figeli. Not horrible, not awful. It looks okay. It looks readable. But it's something else entirely. It's not Donald Duck. It's hard to say what this is. Still, I don't... Did you guys see the superpowers? Did you see him transform into a super duck or something? Or did you see him do anything? Did you see any explanation for the reason why he wears lederhosen? I haven't yet. I haven't seen it. Here's just the story of Buster Noggin in Fauntleroy's Folly. Buster Noggin, that's interesting. It sounds misogynistic, doesn't it? Is this the girl whose noggin he's going to bust? Oh, that's his mom. Her name's Joanna Duck. This looks good. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe I jumped the gun. There's a gorilla in this story. So there's a couple good stories in here. Maybe it doesn't look half... I mean, what's... This is not good. Why draw the panel like that? This is so bad that it's good. This is like... Could be, if we wanted to do a competition on the 4-color fossils of worst panels that we could find, if we all had to find our least favorite panel, this could probably go up pretty high. This might be in the top 3 or the top 5. That's a terrible panel. And it's an awful gorilla. It's a terrible gorilla. Okay, I didn't jump the gun. This sucks. Super Duck, not super. Hope you enjoyed this video talking about Super Duck, the Cockeyed Wonder, number 40, from October of 1951. Am I right? Was it 1951? It was 1951. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a fantastic day or evening, and I will talk to you guys later.